I used to be a teacher. Anyone else make bad choices? Just me? All right. Teaching, your first year is your hardest year. It is your hardest year. And here's the thing, I didn't teach for the low pay. I also did it for the disrespect. That's why I taught. Kids were mean. First year is your hardest year. My first year, my car was keyed, and there was a hating on my desk. And that was the toughest preschool class I'd ever taught. They called me Mr. Poopy Head, so it was rough. Kids know too much, right? Internet, too much information out there. Kids think McDonald's is gross now. That's the thing. Like, when we were kids, we loved McDonald's. And you never questioned the meat, because you never questioned greatness. Is that good? This kid, third grader, Timmy was his name, kind of a punk. So on Monday, I'm like, hey, how was your weekend? Did you go to McDonald's? He's like, no, McDonald's is gross. It's not real food. I'm like, really, Timmy? Because 30 minutes ago, I saw you eat a booger. That is not far on the table, so. Kids are brutal. They're mean. I was doing recess duty. The second grader walked up to me. She goes, you're a teacher. You're poor. I was like, whoa. Kid's mean. She goes, you live in the parking lot. And this kid knows too much. Went on to teach kindergarten. Thought that'd be easier. It wasn't. It was scarier. We had a rhyming assignment. Sally, adorable, never did her homework. Called it to my desk the next day. I'm like, Sally, I gotta call your mom. You didn't do your homework. She's like, I wouldn't do that, Mr. Mick. I'm like, why? She goes, snitches get stitches. It's like, all right. Go back to desk and quit vaping. That'll be nice. So, I'm married. Married people here tonight? Married people? Oh, yeah, I can feel the tension. It's here. It's here. Yes. I love being married. My wife moved in after we got married, and we made an agreement that if we have too many things. If we buy something new, we donate something. Pretty good, right? For example, I buy a new shirt, I donate a shirt. If she buys new shoes, I mind my own damn business. That's where we're at. So. I found out after we got married, my wife loves these shows Snapped. Ladies, this is your show, Snapped? Yeah. Men, you're like, what the hell is this show? It is a show based on women murdering their husbands. As every goddamn episode. And I walked in the house, my wife was watching. I go, Alice, how can you watch a show? She's like, I just want to see how they do it. Right? She's taking notes. I'm not sure if that's a red flag. So I sat there, watched the episode. As soon as it was over, she turns to me and she goes, so Adam, how would you murder me? I'm like, what? Like, I love you. We just got married. Give it time. She goes, well, I know how I would murder you. I'm like, how? She goes, I'd poison your food a little bit each day. Yeah. So now I cook. That's every meal. We love the Hallmark Channel. That's the whitest thing I can say up here. That is very white show. It is. Here's the thing, it's easy, predictable, but they give you a false idea of marriage. You ever notice that? Like this one movie we watched, this guy goes, Martha and I have been married 50 years, and every time she walks in that room, I still get butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're having a stroke. That's love. When we got married, I also found out, like, I don't own anything. It is our stuff. It's not ours. I love French fries. Any drive-thru, I get French fries. The other day, I'm like, Alice, do you want some? She's like, I'm good. By the time I left the drive-thru, they were all gone. She's like, our fries. I was watching TV. She comes and takes the controller, puts it on her own show. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, our TV. I'm like, this sucks. I was in Portland doing shows. Girl comes up to me after the show, buying me drinks, wouldn't leave me alone. Make it back to my hotel room, called my wife, told her what happened. She goes, oh, so she's hitting on you. I'm like, no, she's hitting on us. We're both pretty hot, so. We have a beautiful baby boy. He's 9 months old. Thank you. Thank you. His name's Sebastian. We named him after my hero, the crab from Little Mermaid. He's a real hero. Got her legs back. That was nice. When she was pregnant, we're trying to figure out how to be good parents. We've never had a kid before. Like, how do you be a good parent? We read the first 18 months of a baby's life, you're not supposed to let him watch TV at all. That's it. No TV. Like, that's it. No TV. 2 months he's been home with us. We're like, all right, a little bit of TV because we want to watch dinner, have dinner, watch TV. And then after 9 months, we're like, all right, no porn. That's where we're at. No porn. We're good parents, so. I want to be a cool dad. My wife's like, how are you going to do that? What are you going to do when Sebastian comes home one day and goes, I hate you, Mom? I'm like, I don't know. I hate her too. Yeah, solidarity, yes. She finished maternity leave. She came home last week, first day back at work. She came home crying, upset, I ignored her. I went to the other room. Hour later, she comes up to me. She's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Clearly is upset, needed to be held and comforted. I was like, yes, I could have done that. But remember last night when Sebastian was crying in his crib, you told me to let him, just ignore him. He'll figure it out. So now my son and I are roommates. We bunk cribs. That's where we're at. It's nice, nice. He loves his baby pool. He loves his baby, loves swimming, splashing around. I love it. I love seeing him so happy. And so the other day we gave him grapes and pineapples and strawberries. All fell in the pool. End of the day we just poured 2 bottles of wine and they called it sangria. Went for his 6 months old. Went for his checkup. Everything checked out great. And the doctor goes, "Does he laugh yet?" I'm like, "I don't know. I do my entire routine for him, doc. He get nothing out of him. He just stares and poops. That's all he does." I love reading books to him. Love reading books. My favorite book to read him is Dr. Seuss. It's a great thing. But I learned that Dr. Seuss is like hip-hop stars, right? Like they create words to make it work. I like to play this game with the audience. Is it Dr. Seuss or hip-hop? It's an easy one. H to the Izzo, E to the Izzy. Who was that? Jay-Z? Yeah, hip-hop, yeah. How about this one? Your mind is frightfully geflucted. Dr. Seuss. Here's another one. If you have an expensive weave, that's Bogetto. That is also Dr. Seuss. That is really nice what he did there. My wife wants me to try her breast milk. She told me. She's like, "I want you to try it." I'm like, "I think that's weird." She's like, "I think it's weird you don't want to try it." She's like, "Why didn't you want to try it?" I'm like, "I don't try your breast milk for the same reason I don't try cocaine. I might like it, right?" Right. Then I'm pushing the son out of the way, like, "My turn!" Breaking the maternity awards, like, "Where's the milk?" "You had it." You gotta date when you have kids, right? You gotta date. You still gotta go out, find a babysitter, hopefully, and hopefully they're a babysitter. I don't know. We went out for drinks and we get home. My wife's like, "I have to pump and dump." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "There's alcohol in my milk." I'm like, "We can sell that." She's like, "How the hell are you gonna do that?" "We sell it as White Russians." That's what we do. I'm in my 40s. I'm 42. I'm getting compliments. I don't think of compliments. I take what I can get, right? I was getting headshots done in Northern Kentucky, and this lady walked by. She goes, "Oh, you have a nice smile." I'm like, "Really? What do you like about it?" She's like, "You have all your teeth." It's like, that is a low bar, Kentucky. That is very low. First week our son is home. I'm exhausted, sleep deprived. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. You have like no patience for anyone. And I was at this red light. These 3 high schoolers see me with my window down. They're up to some shit. You knew that. Look in their eyes. They walked by my car. They threw a dirty spoon and it took off running. I'm livid. I'm pissed. So I got the green light, went on the block, caught the one kid. I go off on him. I'm in my 40s. I don't take crap from anyone. For 5 minutes, I'm berating this kid like, "How disrespectful. You're such a jerk. You motherfucker." Like, I'm going off on a kid. And the kid's like, "Dude, you're like 30 years old." And I'm like, "Hey, that's very nice of you. You're a